The Pontiff from Berserk is one of the worst characters that I've ever seen, and that's why I love him, because he is that bad and insufferable. When he was first introduced, the Pontiff was on his deathbed, thinking back at his uneventful life. Even though he'd done right in the world by being the head of the Holy See and sending guys like Mozgoos behind people who could do basic arithmetic, he still feels a lack of accomplishment. He is by all standards a boring old man who lived a boring old life. Such was the case until he received a prophecy, a vision of the Falcon of Light, which pierced through his divine deathbed and took him by surprise. As if by divine miracle, all his strength and faith was restored. The newly energized Pontiff, upon meeting Sonia and Mule, asks his men to depart for Vitanis immediately, saying that there has been a divine revelation and that they must go after it no matter what. Of course, we know that that is all Griffith's manipulation of events so that no one could dare to challenge his authority. And challenge him they did. When Federico de Vandimion attempted to argue with Griffith when he spoke of fighting the Cushions, he specifically said that the war between Midland and the Cushions was a holy war that encompassed all of Berserk's west with the pagan Eastern empires. To say less, no one was on board with Griffith's ideas, regardless of Princess Charlotte being present there. However, all of that changed when the Pontiff arrived and we got to see the cringiest scene in the entirety of the series. The Pontiff falling down face first upon seeing Griffith and witnessing his majesty. The moment he dictates the prophetic vision, everyone who was skeptical of Griffith is forced to withdraw their peace and come under the banner of the Hawk of the Light. That was about it for his character. After the creation of Falconia, his only job is to oversee the marriage between Griffith and Princess Charlotte. His character was that minute but had such a major influence. Now, a lot of people like to badmouth Sonia for her unwavering dedication to Griffith, but in the list of Griffith simps, if there is one person that stands at the top, it's the Pontiff. I won't lie, he looks like the visual embodiment of Griffith did nothing wrong supporters. I could say a lot about the character design of the Pontiff, but I'll hold myself, because that is how an old man is supposed to look on his deathbed. What I want to talk about is the way he reacts to Griffith, the facial expressions, and the overall disposition of the man when he is face to face in front of one whom he reveres as an angel. In terms of progressing Griffith's own story, yes, he plays a vital role and he was just the right man for the right job. The reason why I hate and love him is because he represents the theme of extremism that is all too common in Berserk. I like that theme because what I deduce from it, it's that one should never go to the extremes with anything, whether it's revenge, religion, or whatever. Mozgoos was a great character in that regard, but he was more centered towards action. At a philosophical level, the Pontiff represents a fervent zealotry that convinced the world that the Hawk of Darkness is actually the Hawk of Light. The way he's represented visually and the way that he is written really makes me appreciate Kentaro Miura for all his dedication to the craft. It's also minor characters like these that make me keep going back to Berserk over and over again. So that's all I have to say about the Pontiff. Like the video if you can, for the algorithm of course. Thanks for watching.